Hey guys, welcome to the Crazy History Podcast. This channel will be talking about just funny, crazy, or wild topics in history. And just a little background on myself. I love history. It started with the love of dinosaurs, and then just from there, it just was a massive love for the past. Um, I know many people don't like history, and that's usually the history taught in school, and I very much agree with that. That it's just not good. And so I find just looking at these crazy, wild topics is just what makes it fun, and also just the mystery behind the history is just also fun. So, I hope you guys are nice with me. This is my first attempt, and so yeah, let's begin. So, we're going to be talking about the Nobel Peace Prize. And so, when you hear about the Nobel Peace Prize, you think of people like Malala Yousafzai, President Obama, or Mother Teresa, right? But because they are upstanding, good people who push for change through peaceful means to help make the world a better place. But what if I told you that Hitler, Stalin, and Mussolini, three of probably the most aggressive and tyrannical dictators, were all nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize? And it may be surprising, but it's actually very easy for any person or organization to be nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. It's much harder to get the prize itself, but it's very easy to be nominated. So all you need to do is just get referenced by or nominated by certain members of national governments, um, people from the Court of Justice, or just university professors or associate professors of certain topics such as history, social sciences, law, philosophy, theology, and so on. So, if we wind the clock back to 1935, Benito Mussolini is the dictator of Italy, and he became nominated by two law professors. One was from Germany, while the other was from France. But sadly, we won't know the true reasoning behind these nominations because the letters sent to the Nobel Institute archives went missing. So it's ironic to say that when Mussolini got nominated, he decided to invade Ethiopia just a few months after. Now, going forward 4 years to 1939, we see Hitler get nominated for the prize. He was nominated by Eric Gottfried Christian Brand, a member of the Swedish parliament. He nominated Hitler not because he saw him as a peaceful person or believed in whatever Hitler said, but because it was a protest against the British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain, who had just signed the Munich Agreement and was being nominated by many other people. Brandon saw the agreement as flawed and nominated Hitler to help prove his point. As well as being a staunch anti-fascist, he did this as a dark joke to point out the German menace and the conflict that would be brewing in Europe. However, many people did not see this as Brandt had intended, and his public view was definitely scarred. Brandt did cancel his nomination, and again, ironically, that same year, the Fuhrer invaded Poland, so the prize was just not given to anyone. And this made everyone furious. Get it? Yeah, no. And that joke started World War II. I'm sorry. After the war had ended, the Soviet Union and the rest of the Allies came out victorious. The Soviet Union had pushed all the way to Eastern Germany and had massive influence over the entire continent. And Stalin did not want to give that up. In 1945 and 1948, Stalin was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize for his efforts to end World War II, as said from the Nobel Prize website. The first nomination was made by Halvdan Klint, a former Norwegian minister and historian. Again, the true reason behind the nomination cannot be truly known, but is believed to be political motivations. Norway had been allies with Soviet Russia for many years, and the Red Army had helped liberate the country. Klint may have seen Stalin as the most important leader in European politics and wanted to improve Norwegian and Soviet relations. Mass media also painted Soviet Stalin in a very positive light after the war. Of course, this would only last for a short time as the Cold War started to set in. Of course, this was also far from the truth. The truth was like food in Soviet Russia. Not everyone got it. It's dark, but it's true. Stalin was seen as a leader who saved his country from the German war machine by killing millions of his own people out of fear and neglect. We see that these nominations were caused in times of turmoil and fear. It shows the unique reactions of people to point out dangers to society, or a way to celebrate so-called heroes for their own personal gain. World War II was caused by ignorance of leaders to not take the action necessary to stop a catastrophe. They saw what happened in the past and were terrified of history repeating itself. That fear led people to take actions that they would have regretted. Looking at World War I, they saw the reason for war as large alliances that dominated European politics as well as aggressive actions that were not necessary. But in World War II, they let Europe be completely disjointed with no sense of unity, which let Germany pick them off one by one. That is my podcast. I hope you enjoyed. I don't know what our posting schedule will be, but we will soon see. I plan to do it every Sunday, but we'll see if that actually comes to fruition. But thanks for listening, everyone, guys. Thank you.